Hello, everybody. Welcome, and thank you for your interest in the useful Google Chrome extensions for teachers and students course here on the MyTSD-PD website. This course, just like the rest, should not take any more than 30 minutes for you to complete. You can see our objectives and agenda here. I'm not going to read them to you, but they're pretty clear. We're going to learn about some new extensions that you and your students can use, and we'll review how to install and manage those extensions within the Google Chrome browser. Okay, let's start with what are Chrome extensions. Okay, Chrome extensions are just small software programs that kind of run on your Chrome browser to improve functionality to the Chrome browser. So it's going to make things more simple and easy for you and your students with certain tasks. You're going to see these things at the top right of your browser as seen on the slide here. So to manage Chrome extensions, okay, you see them up on the top right. You can click and drag to move them one way or the other to see, so you can get the most important ones or the ones that you use most often to be more accessible. Okay, you can click the gray puzzle piece, and if that will open a window here, and you'll see that some of these are blue and some of them are not. That means that they're pinned to your browser or not. So you see when I click this clubber here, it adds that one to the browser tab so that it's very easily accessible. You can always click this gray puzzle piece to get to all of your extensions. All right, you can scroll and see that all the extensions are there, but I only have the ones that are pinned are going to be the ones that show up here in the browser. And while you're in that puzzle piece, if you scroll all the way down to Manage Extensions, that's going to open up a new tab to where you can look at the details of each individual extension that you have installed, and then you can actually remove those if you need to. This toggle switch here lets you know whether the extension is actually running live or not. So if I had all of these running at the same time, it might make my browser run a little slower than it would if I had them turned off. So there's no reason to have all of them turned on if you're not necessarily using them. I would leave the ones turned on that you're going to use often, but things that you don't use very often, you might want to turn off. And some of you may be curious, how do you install a Chrome extension? Well, the easiest way that I found is just to literally Google the name of the extension in your browser here, and then you hit enter, and then this will pop up once you click on the link, and then you click the blue box that says add to Chrome. If it happens to say remove from Chrome, that means you already have it installed, and if you can't access it, then you're going to need to go back and manage that extension and turn it on so that you can use it. All right, the first extension that I would like to talk to you about is called Extensity. And what Extensity does is that it helps you to manage your extensions more easily. And I'll show you how. So if you see up here, this is the Extensity extension. But when you click that, you'll notice that I can either click to turn it on or off, right? So these ones that are grayed out are already turned off so that it's not slowing my browser down at all because I'm not using them a lot right now. But if I wanted to, say, use the Bitmoji extension, I could turn that on, and now you'll see that it pops up there so that I can utilize that extension. It's a more accessible way to turn them on and off without having to go to the puzzle piece and then go to Manage Extensions to turn them on and off. So the next extension that I wanted to show you is called Picture-in-Picture extension by Google. And the reason I wanted to show you this is because it might help you when you're going through some of these courses to be able to use this extension. What it does is if you click play on a video, as you'll see here, it makes the video play on a separate little screen, little box that's in front of whatever you're browsing, so that you could actually go back and be looking at notes or slideshow or whatever while you're viewing the video at the same time. It gives you a picture-in-picture view, and it's really easy to use. This might be something that you might want to actually show your students to use as well if you give them, maybe videos to watch for instruction, and at the same time they need to be working on a slideshow or a worksheet or whatever it may be. So Picture-in-Picture by Google is something that you can use for these courses, as well as your students could definitely use if you're flipping your instruction at all. The next extension that I wanted to show you, and probably the one that I'm most excited about showing you, is called Mote. Mote allows teachers to add voice comments, audio content to basically any kind of Google document, Google assignment within Google Classroom. And it's really easy to use, and it just makes it a really easy way for teachers to give feedback quickly, as opposed to typing comments. You can leave Mote voice comments. So I'm going to turn that on using Extensity here. Let's find Mote. Now that's on and it's here, I can use it. So what I'm going to do now is click the Mote button. What you also notice is in Slides, when you have it turned on, this Mote button is like within Slides as well, right? So I can click here, to add voice directions. I click to start, and I'm going to say, hello everyone, this is the Mote screen. It'll show you everything that you need to know about using Mote as an extension. I would click the checkbox, and now it's thinking, and I can insert this right into my Google slide. I'm not going to go through all of the ways to do this within Sheets and with Docs and with everything in Classroom. It's right there. If you have it installed, you can put these voice recordings right in Classroom assignments and whatnot. But now if you go into presentation mode, your students can see here to click this for voice directions. Hello everyone, this is the Mote. So that, I think, is really, really exciting, and it's going to make things a little more streamlined for teachers when they're trying to give directions, feedback, any kind of voice content to their students within anything Google. Really cool. I'm going to stop the video now, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to make these slides interactive so that you can go through and look at each slide, and there will be a Mote voice directions, or just a little explanation of what each extension is, and you can go through this kind of at your own pace and start utilizing any of the extensions that you would like to. All right, I hope you enjoy the rest of your course. Take your time going through these, check them out. Some of them I'm sure that you're going to be excited about using them. Some of them may not be very useful for you. But the other thing to think about is, could your students use these? You can think about, because if your student is using a Chromebook, they can install these extensions as well, and it can help them be more efficient in their work. So thank you all. Happy learning, and have a great day.